Hello, my beautiful fragrance family. Dustin here, fragrance fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell notification. And I'm just going to keep on giving you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews. That $40-ish and $100 range. Most of these are way less than that. And a good number of these you can find at your local rack stores. And I found one, finally found a Milestone that I don't have. And picked it up immediately. It was $15 at Burlington. And I haven't heard a single thing about this thing. No reviews, and you guys often put me up to game on different Milestone fragrances, like, hey, have you seen this one or heard of this one? Like, because they're just pumping them out like crazy. I can't even keep up with them. There's some from way back that I still haven't found, like the Vamos Elixir or whatever it's called, the Sauvage Elixir clone. Looks like the Vamos Voyage leather bottle, but it's like silver or something. I still haven't found that one, but I found one that nobody has said anything about. So for now, I got the monopoly on this thing, and I have no idea what it's cloning. It is clearly cloning something. So if y'all have seen this thing, I really need y'all's help. I'm going to let you know what I think about it, the notes that I think are in this thing, how it vibes, what it's all about. And I'm talking about Milestone's Heritage Eternal. Nice heavy bottle. Kind of reminds me of like the Penguin line, these ones, which are really nice. If you see any of these, they're for the money. Yeah, they do the trick. But this, as far as the presentation, this little thing right here is like an aluminum foil sticker, basically, like that heavy gauge aluminum foil. That's basically what that is. So it can actually bend and peel off. Little, I don't know, designery going on in the bottle. It probably looks similar to the bottle that this thing is trying to replicate. I have not been able to find it. So, and to my pleasant surprise, it was a pressure-sensitive atomizer. So with this fragrance, what I get the most up top is peppers. A lot. It's not just like black peppers. It's like different kinds of peppers. I feel like I'm getting like white pepper and pink pepper and the regular black pepper that can almost sometimes have like a citrusy nuance. Black pepper can kind of give a citrusy vibe. I don't think there's any citruses in this, and I feel like that little bit of dry black pepper or the little bit of citrus that I might be kind of detecting is coming from like maybe a dry black pepper note. Also, there's like olibanum and like frankincense, like an incensey frankincense thing going on here. It's balsamic. It's woody, like cedar, vetiver. And when it starts to dry down, those woods come out more, and it's very smoky and like a sweet resinous thing. But at first, up top, it's very dry, peppery, and like dry woods, like maybe cedar or something. When it starts drying down, maybe about 5 minutes into this thing, you start picking up more on that smoke. I do anyhow. I have no clue what the notes are in this thing, but this is just what I'm picking up in this thing. It starts getting a whole lot more smoky, like not quite a birch kind of a smoke. Like you can detect smoke out of like birch notes and stuff like that. Not so much like that, like actual smoke, like incense and like a for real like fire, like a campfire, like a real clean campfire smoke. The vetiver gives it a little bit of earthiness. There might be some mossiness in this thing, but all the like the earthy and the mossy kind of thing is more in the extreme dry down. So again, from the top, I'm kind of all over the place with this thing. Very peppery up top. Very peppery. Then the smoke starts to come out a little bit, and then you start detecting some of that sweetness, some of that resinous sweetness, and then the vetiver and the smoke, like the campfire smoke, starts to come out even more in the extreme dry down. And if you get hot, like I sprayed a little bit of this on my hand and I went to the gym. I didn't get like too hot, but you know, I was doing a little chest exercise, and body temperature started rising up, and it got like sweet, like a sticky sweet, like it was like sappy amber sticky sweet I was getting. So this thing is not a high heat fragrance. This will be very cloying and polarizing. It is a cool weather fragrance. Nighttime, it'd probably work in the daytime if it's cool enough. But it's a cool weather fragrance, and like I said, peppery, smoky, incense, woody, cedar, vetiver. There might be like a touch of like some kind of fruit note in there, like a berry or something, giving it some added sweetness. But man, whatever this thing is cloning, y'all gotta put me up to game on this thing, because I know they didn't just come up with this on their own. So after I said all that about how it smells, the performance is decent on this thing. It hangs on. I did one squirt on my hand when I first got this thing, and it hung on like the rest of the day, like 6 or 7 hours. And give it a full wearing, and that thing is clearly there 5 hours later. I haven't worn this thing a whole lot. I just wanted to get this thing out there. So I'm assuming from my experience for the 2 days that I've been playing with this thing, it's about a 7-hour fragrance, which is decent, which is pretty good. And it's a cooler weather fragrance, so that's about what I would expect. But for a, $15 fragrance, and the way that it's morphing from the opening to the dry down, and how I can pick all those different things out, to me, that's a sign of a pretty good fragrance, that I'm able to have fun with this thing and dissect it and come up with the different things. It's not like just this super synthetic mashup of all kinds of junk. It's synthetic, but the spices are done in a fun way where I can detect the things. Age range, I say this is more mature. 25 and under probably won't enjoy this. Actually, probably 20 and under. I think somebody, exiting their teens and stuff like that and trying to play around with things that are a little bit more mature might enjoy this, because it's got that spiciness and it's almost in that oud family. There might be some oud in this, to be honest with you, but they could probably enjoy this thing. Might put a chin hair or two on them, because it's masculine. It's definitely a masculine fragrance. It's got a touch of class to it, as a lot of these spicy fragrances do. It's also fresh spicy in the opening. It's very clean, fresh, spicy at the same time. And so more mature, cool weather, fresh, spicy, woody, smoky, earthy, vetiver, incense kind of a fragrance. Y'all know what this is? Please tell me. I'm digging it. It's a 7 out of 10 all day. It's like a 6 or 6.5 in the scent profile. Extra performance bumps it up a little bit more. So this is a solid 7 out of 10 so far. Maybe later on this thing's going to enter some more videos and I'll give an update on it. But for now, you find this thing, just go ahead and roll the dice on it. If you're looking for if you don't mind getting cool weather fragrances, we're starting to enter into spring and summer. So that's my final thoughts on Milestone's Heritage Eternal. I know I talked a little bit longer than usual, but kind of excited about this one. And with that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always. And until next time.